Good evening and welcome to Public Media M1's Hungary Reports. I'm Hajnalka Tóth, bringing you today's news from Hungary. Hungary is celebrating investments built with the help of European Union funds today and in the upcoming weeks. Since Hungary joined the EU in 2004, more than 60,000 development projects and innovations funded by the EU were finished.
This is the gunsmith's workshop in the castle of Sümeg. The medieval fort was renovated from 700 million forints, about 2.3 million euros in EU funds. The wax museum, the firearm exhibition and the medieval workshops attract more visitors to the region. In the tourism season, the Center for Ecotourism in Tata organizes bicycle, walking and water trips. Now they await visitors with special activities. What you see now mostly illustrates the services we provide every day. But of course now we've prepared a little bit more. For example, today we got to know wines of the Neszmén wine region, and visitors even had the chance to try an interestingly unique online wine tasting, said Attila Berzelli. This three-story building was finished in January this year. European Union funding was also used along with domestic ones. I've never seen anything like this in my life. My body disappears, said this man in the special effects green screen of the Korda movie park in Etyek, where the visitor center was also built with the help of EU funding. Guests visiting can see behind the scenes of what working on movies looks like. For example, they can try the green screen technology and they can find out how Superman was flying in the movies. We can completely see behind the movies how the animations are made. I think it is really cool when we can see Superman flying in the air and in reality he's just lying on the floor. It's really clever, said one of the visitors. Deputy State Secretary for the Development Policy Communication said European Union funding affects the lives of all of us, since the money is used in the development of healthcare, education and even public transportation. Nándor Csepregi added, in the past 11 years, with 27 billion euros, 63,000 development projects were carried out. Until 2020, more than 40 billion euros may be used for developments. The government has made the decision that 60% of the EU funds will be spent on economic development projects, which means that the Hungarian enterprises may apply for 40 billion euros in all by creating new jobs or by supporting the objective that Hungary should present more products and services on the global market, said Nándor Csepregi. The Visitors' Day for European Union-funded projects was organized for the fourth time this year. Institutions built with the help of EU funds await visitors all around the country at 70 sites every weekend until the 26th of April.
A global competition has started in order to win the best chances to do business with Chile, said the Hungarian Minister for Foreign Trade and Affairs when opening the new Hungarian trading house in the South American country. Péter Szijjártó added that, for example, Poland has also entered the race, in which Hungary plans to be very successful. This is the reason why Hungarian government opened the trading house now and the Embassy of Chile back in 2013.
In order to increase our exports and to make the most out of the bilateral economic cooperation, we decided to set up a $300 million credit line for Hungarian and Chilean companies.
Most of us have now seen the visuals of Islamic State fighters destroying ancient landmarks in Iraq and other parts of the Middle East. These are huge losses for Muslim and Christian culture in the region. Then there's the added problem of the looting of cultural artifacts. International organizations are now trying to help locals get control of the situation. In Hungary, the Eötvös Loránd University has offered expertise of its archaeologists.
Hungarian archaeologists explored the Margat Castle in Syria. The professionals worked in the Middle East for 5 years, starting in 2007. This isn't the only foreign exploration Hungarians have participated in. They've gained considerable expertise and knowledge of the area in the past decade, said the leader of the mission to Margat. Hungary is present in the Middle East for decades now because of its Orientalist traditions and the interest in the East. Just look at our Egyptology expeditions, said the Hungarian archaeologist. They will soon have the chance to take part in another important mission. This amateur video was uploaded to the internet a month ago. The footage shows followers of the Islamic State destroying ancient artifacts in Mosul with drills and hammers. The whole world was shocked at the mindless destruction. A part of the wrecked artifacts were only plaster remakes, but the vandalism also destroyed originals. And the destruction and stealing of artifacts still continues. In Syria and Iraq, the Islamic State systematically allows thieving excavations and even destroys things itself. Of the Islamic relics, they destroy Shiite and Ottoman Turkish ones. Amongst Catholic artifacts, they go after the Byzantines, and in the northern region of Syria, even buildings and castles with crosses on them are in danger, said the Dean of the Faculty of Arts at ELTE University. Eötvös Loránd University offered Hungarian help through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade to save and restore the relics. Hungary is prepared to send help to estimate the extent of the destruction and to help begin the restoration of the artifacts with the help of world-renowned professionals who have great knowledge of the sites, said the State Secretary. According to experts, the first thing that is needed in order to estimate the extent of the damage and to restore it is peace. The work itself may take up to a decade.
The collection of donations to be sent to the Hungarian minority living in difficult conditions in Transcarpathia continues. In Budapest, visitors of the Easter market can buy flowers to donate with the help of the Hungarian Maltese charity.
Food donations arrived to this family of 5 in Beregszász in Transcarpathia. They say that they are happy for any help they receive. If my son finds work, it's a little easier, but it's still difficult to have food on the table every week, said the senior citizen. More and more Hungarian citizen charity organizations are collecting donations for the Hungarian minority living in tough conditions in Transcarpathia. The Council of Szekszár announced on Saturday that they want to help the people of Beregszász in need. The mayor said it's the moral obligation of every Hungarian to help. In our experiences, it's difficult to get even donations across the Hungarian-Ukrainian border. It's possible that the local authorities are obstructing it, so I personally think it's advantageous to send help in the form of money. It's also practical because the people living there know what they're in need, better than we do, said the mayor. On Wednesday in Sopron, Prime Minister Viktor Orbán asked the leaders of major Hungarian cities to each help a town in Transcarpathia in any way they can. Choose a town, or rather a village, to mentor and to help the Hungarians in Transcarpathia during the upcoming difficult period of time, said the Prime Minister. In the past few days, amongst others, Pécs, Szolnok and Kaposvár, and the 22nd district in Budapest, Hungarians in Transylvania and Slovakia have already offered donations and sent them on their way. At the Budapest City Hall Park, during the Easter market, pansies are being sold. The organizer is the open-air theater, selling the flowers in cooperation with Budapest Parks Ltd. All proceeds will go to the Maltese charity program called Help Transcarpathia. I support this operation and do it gladly. It is really terrible what happened in Transcarpathia, and this is only a bit of help, but let's hope we succeed in collecting enough to make their Easter a little better, said Zsuzsanna Bátori. László Adányi, project manager of the charity service, said their aim is to draw more attention to the people in Transcarpathia. We hope that families come and empathize with the families in need. Because of the devaluation of the Ukrainian currency and the ongoing conflict, even buying the most essential food items is difficult for some. And it's these people we are trying to help, said László Adányi. The charity organizations await donations to support the Transcarpathia Hungarians in several towns and cities across the country.
That's all for today from Hungary Reports. Tune in tomorrow night, as every night, for current events from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin. Thanks for watching.